Yeah, yo. Woke up in the morning and to God be the glory. Thankful for another day to tell my story. Put my opinions in the universe and let them orbit. I'm from the dirty south with a dirty mouth, might need orbit. Miss things on me like a nigga Norbit. Had to refuse them cause my bitch no refusion, she gorgeous. As I dap my sons up and kiss my daughter forehead. Tell them we gon' get this money till my pockets morbid. Remember living in apartments, now we playing mortgage. You ain't gotta like a nigga regardless, baby, I'm blessed. And I keep that blick with me, we like grits and eggs. As you sip your coffee, flick your cigarette and let a nigga vent. Yeah.
We back. Ooh, we back. Grits and Eggs podcast. Episode 73. I'm your host, Deontay Kyle, but who's behind the camera?
The coolest co-host in the world, Big Ice Cup Cat.
Yes, sirski. This is episode 73. Now, this is a debate. I'm trying to get my way. Big Cat don't be budging. So I was trying to make Durant episode 73, but Big Cat was like, now, you know, on Wednesdays, they like to do the knowledge, man. They don't want to see no guest on Wednesday.
That's a fact, though.
And I was like, nah, bro, it's Durant Bernardo. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care who it is. It could be Hove.
You a goddamn lie.
It could be Hove.
You wouldn't put Hove on a Saturday.
I will put Hove on a Saturday.
All right, well, if we're going to put Hove on a Saturday, everybody got to go on a Saturday. So we are here, episode 73. DeontayKyle.com for all that merch. Get that merch. We just new merch dropping. We got puzzles.
Oh. Deontay. Kyle.
We got shot glass Deontay.
Oh.
Podcast might just disappear. There go Gilly Mike right there.
Well deserved.
Here goes Beef Simone's mic.
Well deserved.
Yeah, we just getting mics out of here, baby. Deontay Kyle. All the power in these hands. We got new merch. We got puzzles. We got shot glasses. We got playing cards. So if you want to get down with some spades at that cousin field day, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Look up.
August the 2nd.
Look up. Big Joker. Right after I whoop y'all ass and kickball them. Second. Yeah, we bringing home the trophy. We got the trophy.
Who's we?
Me and my team.
All right.
You know, it's 4 of us.
All right.
We send it. We send our name in, and Suki wasn't feeling that name.
Listen, it's the Big Ice Cups, man.
Big Cat and the Ice Cups.
Big Cat and the Ice Cups, baby.
Deontay Kyle and the Panderers.
Hey, there we go.
The Panderers. DeontayKyle.com for the merch. Deontay at DeontayKyle.com for all advice submissions. That New Music Monday is coming back.
Very special episode.
Been on air by the time you see this. For your music submissions, also Deontay at DeontayKyle.com. We are going to create a new email strictly for the music submissions, so we can funnel them joints right to Big Ice Cup Cat, who is the host with the most on New Music Monday. Deontay.Kyle on all platforms. Big Cat.
BIG_KT89 on Instagram. Big Ice Cup Cat, one word, on TikTok.
Yes, Sirski, 657-234-X. That's 657-234-3447. We just opened up that phone line when we was on the exclusive, you know, the very private stream.
The live.
Just for the cousins, baby. That's why you got to join that Patreon.
$8.
Ain't nothing but $8. 657-234-X for all the call-ins. We got a couple voicemails today, and we're gonna keep that phone line open. I was feeling real Howard Stern. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm fucking with that. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
I
cool.
like that a lot.
That was cool. Yeah.
So, again, the Grits and Eggs podcast on Patreon, or you can just hit the link in the bio. Bada bing, bada boom. BIA award nomination. The polls are open.
Vote.
Send in that vote. We need that vote. We like that vote. We deserve that vote. We already won one.
Yeah.
Let's go 2 for 2.
2 for 2, baby.
Next year, we win the NAACP award.
Oh! Nah, put it in the air. Put it in the universe. We got it.
Next year, I want a BET award and an NAACP award. After that, I'm getting a pulsar. Oh, yeah. Tell them Kendrick did it.
Yeah. After that, Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, we got it.
Got the young men put the guns down, pick the books up. Well, they still got the guns.
Nah.
But they know how to use them.
They know how to use them.
Firearm ready.
Yeah.
Responsible gun owners. Huh? Part of the members of NAGA.
Yeah.
Fuck MAGA. Join NAGA.
NAGA.
Yeah. I just got off the phone with my brother, 19 Keys.
Ow!
Feeling very enlightened right now. You know what I'm saying?
My boy floating.
Yeah, son. They don't even see. I ain't even sitting in no chair.
He just hovering Indian style in the air right now.
So Saturday, y'all will get episode 74 with Duran Bernard. What a great interview it was.
It was a great interview.
What a cool guy, man.
No, he's definitely dope.
That man talks in song.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of singing going
Yeah,
on.
he just busts out singing.
Yeah.
Doesn't care.
Big cat.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Oh my God.
Did we miss anything? Did we miss any plugs?
No, we didn't miss no
What
plugs.
did I miss?
But obviously Drake did.
First of all, Drake, let's just clear the air on something, all right? The selfie with the V12 abs was nasty.
Yeah.
It's just nasty, man. It's like you just don't learn.
He got a tummy tuck.
It looks nasty.
Yeah, he looks wild.
Etch and sketch ass. You know what I'm saying?
Abs.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Toy Story 5.
He don't even have the arms to match.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
No definition
Yeah.
of the arms. I'm talking about superhero abs, my nigga.
300.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah. That nigga said, fuck CGI. BBL me. You know what I'm saying? Drake, there's a couple things that's just like, it's not clicking, bro. First of all, you're 40.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's okay not to have abs.
But if you are 40, have natural abs.
Just get in that gym. What did I miss? A
right.
couple workout routines. That's what you missed. What did I miss?
Put the alcohol down.
Put the Lobos down.
Yeah.
No, he ain't drinking no Lobos. It was Virginia.
I don't know what he's drinking.
Yeah.
A lot of sugar in it. Put it down.
Yeah, you gotta put that down, baby.
Yeah.
Drake, you know what I'm saying? The wine spritzers.
Yeah, get your White Claw.
Yeah. Get on that seltzer, my nigga.
Yeah.
You know you like a nice white wine spritzer.
Yeah.
And a fresh shisha.
A fresh shisha.
Yeah. Put the hookah down.
Yeah, put the hookah down.
You're 40, my
Yeah.
nigga. Come on, dog.
You try to run up that hill, you almost collapse. Too much shisha.
Too much shisha. What did I miss? You missed the fact that you have opened up a lawsuit against niggas for a diss track. Okay, Drake, let me tell you a couple things. All right, few things. We're going to cover a couple things. We're going to, obviously, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas didn't teach you anything. You ain't Americanized enough. Okay? First thing, niggas don't like the police shit.
Nah.
Okay, so, not like us. Video dropped July 4th.
Right.
What did I miss? Dropped on July 4th. Come on, bro, you ain't low. We all got the same internet.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, outside of the beef, nice little bop.
Nah, it's a good bop.
It's a bop.
Yeah.
But Drake, come on. We dissing LeBron? Now, those are 40-year-old abs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, like
True
this
abs,
going on.
yeah.
Yeah. $1 million body.
Yeah. True abs on that man.
That's true abs.
Yeah, go work out with LeBron.
Go
man.
work out with LeBron. Well, you can't do that no more because you dissed him.
Yeah, you fucked that up.
And you could have got in there with DeMar. Can't
do that no more.
Dissed him. Let's Americanize Drake real quick. All right? Guns do not scare Americans.
Facts.
My nigga, you could have had a football field full of guns. Nobody's scared. That's the average white man. It's the average white man in fucking Arkansas.
Yeah.
It's a white man in Arkansas right now with just as many guns as you had in that video, and that's light. That's just one bunker.
Yeah. It's one house.
It's one crib. You can't scare Americans with guns. Go listen to Average Joe.
Yeah.
Never seen that many guns in my life. I was paranoid like a thief in the night, but needed revenge. Dropped the 9-ball. You ain't never listen to Overly Dedicated by Kendrick Lamar. So you wouldn't know that we don't scare easy when it comes to the artillery. All right? That's literally the American way, my brother. If anything, niggas got excited when they seen all them girls. Like, oh, shit.
Yeah, Drake.
Drake, is this the next T.I.?
Yeah. Next T.I.
Damn, you steal from everybody. Now you stealing T.I. flow.
Oh, bar for bar.
Yeah, you went bar for bar. You stealing from T.I. He was the first one with the unrecognizable guns.
Never seen that many guns.
Tip had the baby Drake with the baby drums on it.
Yeah.
Never seen that.
Never seen that before.
Yeah, that's a Yugoslavian weaponry right there.
And he was just at war with Cincinnati.
He was just beating with niggas in
Cincinnati.
Also, too, where was you at with all them guns? That can't be Canadian approved.
I don't think so. I don't know Canadian laws, but I don't think so.
Don't feel like it don't feel like the Canadian way.
Nah.
But you can't scare us with guns, and you can't try to call niggas snakes, and you have a open lawsuit against niggas for a rap battle.
First rap battle lawsuit in the history
Real shit.
of hip hop.
Like, niggas don't want to battle you no more. You the police. I tell you what, Drake, there is a viable path ahead. There is a path for you. We saw Ice-T do it to perfection.
Oh. You be a police?
Gonna be a cop on Law and Order SVU. Toronto. Law and Order Toronto. Drake as the lead detective?
Oh.
Gotta cut the braids off.
Yeah, you gotta cut the braids.
Go low cut? I could see it.
Nah, that might be dope.
Telling you, Drake.
Yeah.
Get you a nice young 21-year-old partner. Because we know that's the only way you'll do it. And 21 might be too old.
Yeah. Toronto undercover.
I'm telling you, Drake, we got you on deck. Get used to hearing this, nigga. Get used to hearing this. You can see it now, Toronto undercover. Special Victims Unit.
Oh, my God.
Baka hear this shit and start sweating.
Yeah.
Ice-T. Nigga was eating that flute up.
Yeah.
Nigga, whoever's on the flute.
Yeah. Whoever did the flute solo going crazy. It's crazy.
Baka hear that goddamn flute.
Oh, yeah, Baka starts sweating bullets.
Yeah, as soon as we see Baka anywhere near a minor, we...
Oh, shit.
Drake, I'm telling you, Drake, you got a pathway to freedom. You just Law and Order SVU Toronto, and just stop dissing. Okay, nobody cares. You can't diss LeBron, nigga. LeBron on the golf course talking like a real nigga.
Yeah.
I said, I'm finna go pick up them clubs. Fuck you talking about? Yeah.
He learned from Mike. Michael Jordan.
We ain't never seen Kobe pick up the clubs. Kobe was I'm finna stay in this basketball shit.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. LeBron out there with Steph Curry and Mike Jordan. LeBron seen
Putting up bets.
Yeah.
Bet it up, nigga.
They don't know. That's what the goat on the course doing.
Yeah.
Betting, niggas.
Bet.
Yeah. He ain't on there being friendly with niggas.
No.
A lot of bets being placed on that.
Yeah, 100,000.
They say that's where the deals go down. Now that's where the bets get placed, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What did I miss? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about what you might have missed. This Clips rollout.
Ow. Fire.
Man, those guys are great conversation.
Yeah. Shout out to the Clips.
I'm gonna tell you something that's so fire about this rollout is you got the album title, Let God Sort Them Out.
Mm-hmm.
And then them getting interviewed by the creator of Fear of God.
Chef's kiss.
Magnifique.
Masterpiece.
Magnifique.
Mm-hmm.
And then they speak so, bro, listen, first of all, great job on whoever raised those two fellas.
Yeah.
Because not only are they scholars of the dope game.
Shakespearean of the dope game.
Yes. Take your crack, elevate it.
Yeah.
Elevate that crack.
Why you make crack look so good?
God damn. Lord willing, niggas riding with Jesus in the backseat. Black Jesus at that. Dre is swinging in the breeze.
Cadillac.
And ride around Virginia Beach selling all type of dope.
Lord willing.
Lord willing. Lord willing, get this dope off.
Get it off.
Get this pack off. To becoming very avant-garde about how they sell this cocaine.
Yeah.
Malice, no Malice, hasn't missed a beat.
Has not.
God damn.
He's a rapper. Poetic. Mm-hmm.
Niggas say over 500,000. That's what we call fakasha.
Oh.
I had to look that up. What the fuck is fakasha?
What does it mean?
It's just bread. It's very expensive bread. Yeah. That's the bread that take time. You can't go buy that out the store.
Yeah.
No, you gotta get some yeast and let it rise.
Let it rise.
Fakasha.
Gotta put it in the oven with the fire on it.
Yeah. You gotta score it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Shout out to Pusha T for just keeping it without Pusha T, just keeping the ball going.
Yeah.
Dealing with this bullshit in the industry. His brother is having a spiritual war. He's going through a battle of consciousness.
Yeah.
And Pusha T say, "Fuck it,
I'm gonna keep going.
I'm gonna keep it going."
Right.
And I'm gonna talk about cocaine as if it is art.
Yes.
It's like a Basquiat painting, Van Gogh cocaine.
I mean, cocaine keeps the world economy going.
It does. Ask JP Morgan. He got 500 kilos, like a 000. You ever seen that?
Yeah, we watched it.
Yeah. Nigga ordered 500,000 kilos. What the fuck? And jalapeno pepper cans, big cans.
Can't sniff that out.
Yeah. Can't smell past the jalapeno juice. Fuck your dog.
I don't care how good of a German Shepherd you have.
I require a different type of dog. Truffle pig to find that shit. But shout out to the clips, man. Let God sort them out. We'll be dropping what? It'll be dropping in 2 days from the time this airs, correct?
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait. And we got our tickets.
We got our tickets.
We are in the mezzanine.
August 14th. We there.
Oh, well, if you're listening to this now, yesterday we was at the Ab Soul show.
Oh, so. What a life.
Bask in it, nigga.
What a life. Yeah.
We ain't changing, just the circumstances. What did I miss? Let me tell you what I missed.
All right.
I missed the times when I really believed that Gilly and Wallow was going to give us $1 million worth of game. God damn it, Gil. God damn it, Gil. Let's play the clip real quick.
Yeah, play the clip, son, so niggas know what we talking about on here.
And not so much Wallow. Wallow, Wallow gonna be out in the street making it happen. Wallow will run outside in the rain. Wallow will cry in front of 100 gangsters about how serious he is about keeping them out the street. But Gilly,
what does Gilly do?
What the fuck is he talking? What the fuck?
Just saying anything. Just saying any goddamn thing. He got the check and it just went through his head.
I'm gonna do that by, of course, putting out music, but also like helping brothers where I can. Cause I feel like we need more of that. Like, you know, we was having a conversation off the record before we came on cameras, just about, you know, the old generation to the new generation and how it wasn't enough passing of the guard. You know, so that's something that I wish to tap into as time goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanna definitely have a reputation for looking out for, you know, dope artists who coming up, but who's also competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's not enough of that, especially in the genre of, or in the space in the hip hop world that I exist in. I feel like it's not enough of us lyrical helping each other out, because we, you know what I'm saying, we trying to outshine each other and be the best or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think we could all coexist, and I think it could be dope to give each other the helping hand. Even if you're trying to take my head off, you should do that. That's what you should want to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's always been my mindset on it. Like, you know, I come from that competitive nature of it, and yeah, it's a sport, man, and I love the game.
Now that's $1 million worth of game.
Right.
Even if you coming from my spot, I'm still gonna open up the doorway for you because you can't take away the legacy.
Right.
Can't take away the legacy. You can't stop the motion that I already got, right?
Cannot.
You can't stop this motion. Especially not on a rap bitch shit. Like,
Right.
we know who Ray Vaughn is now, right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But ain't gonna stop us from listening to Joey Badass.
For sure.
It ain't gonna stop Joey Badass from being unique.
For sure.
And you can't, and it ain't gonna stop that finals verse that he dropped tearing all them niggas ass up. But Joey showed the niggas like, nah, I'm really OG in this shit.
Yeah, I can really rap.
I can really rap.
Yeah.
I can really get with you.
Yeah.
But have at it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how Gilly and Waller respond to this.
Love this.
Let me speak on the passing of the guard, right? Because a lot of youngins, and I'm not speaking on you, but a lot of youngins in the game be looking at like, man, they've been doing it for so long, they don't want to put a young on, they don't want to pass it off, they don't want to, but you gotta understand at one time, say somebody like Funk Flex, somebody like DJ Cosmic Kev, who been at the radio stations forever, DJ Clue, DJ Greg Street.
Shout out to the
You feel what I'm saying?
Too.
At one time, they was young DJs,
Right.
just hoping to get on. You feel what I'm saying? Or LeBron James, he was a young player that was just hoping to get to the league.
When a nigga do a whole bunch of build up and name dropping,
Yeah.
you just know some bullshit coming.
Yes. Bullshit behind it.
I don't see how this is gonna end positive. Because what do they have to do? Anything with what Joey said.
Right.
All right, let's see. We having fun today. Now, I'm telling you, shit finna get deep.
Okay.
But we're gonna start out something like, last week we gave him a 30-minute recap.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right. There you go.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, when they get there, they trying to hold on to that shit as long as possible. Because after my dream is done, I also feed my family off this shit. LeBron James in his 23rd year, he ain't not once said this the new king. That trying to go out there and work.
Okay, that's a lie. LeBron James has a whole show dedicated with Steve Nash dedicated. They're showing other basketball players and giving them props. He done told you that Ant Edwards is the future. He done told you Luka is the future like several times. Also, like, terrible comparison.
Right.
There's literally nothing you can do to take away from LeBron James's legacy.
Nothing.
Nigga has $1 billion from Nike.
Yeah.
He has a school.
Yeah.
He's in great shape.
Magnificent.
I'm talking about terrible example, Gilly, for this hater shit that he's gonna drop the hater of the year quote. I can feel it coming. I can feel some hater of the year content. Like, this has got to be top 5 hating shit of the year.
All right.
I can just feel it because you're bringing LeBron into it.
Let's hear it, brother. Let us hear it.
Now, I'm not saying that you can't uplift some young niggas, help some young niggas get in position, but the reality of it is, ain't no trying to put no other nigga in a position to take his job.
I just feel like if you really believe that you that, then that shouldn't stop you.
But if I'm a OG, right, and we all work different, and
Fuck you mean if?
You are. You are OG.
We gotta put down the weed. Shout out my nigga Stephen A. Smith. At some point, you old niggas gotta put the blunt down. I want to know what your real mind think. Right now, this is very THC influenced thinking. Put the weed down. Pick up a book.
see that young is that. I know that he's more in tune with the culture right now. Everything around the board. He young, he got me beat everywhere around the board. That young gotta come take my job. I can't put that young in position to get me out the way, and now I'm running around, can't feed my family. I
think it's too much money out here for all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's only a certain amount of positions that's right there.
Now you're right.
What I'm saying.
You're right. But
you feel what I'm saying?
You're right though. But at the same time, it's like, when are we gonna shift from the individual mindset to the collective one? You know what I'm saying? Because what you just said is that goes deeper than rap. That's just just people. You know what I'm saying? It's all me and mine, and it's like.
First of all, has anybody that listened to $1 Million Worth of Game stopped listening to $1 Million Worth of Game because they heard Grits Ned's podcast?
Probably.
Or they probably just listen to both now.
Right.
You can't. This is a lack mentality, bruh. It's a lack mentality. This is why niggas don't respect the OGs.
Right.
When is enough enough? Well, you got to ask yourself that. This is how I feed my family. But we also have to look at patterns. If we're going to bring in LeBron and Jordan and things like that, LeBron is not playing the best basketball of his career. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure at the peak of his career, though,
Yeah.
he's putting that money up.
Right.
If you really care about how you feed your family and feed your kids, then when you get in the money, you got to put it up.
Right.
Can't blow it all.
Right.
You can't buy 200 fucking cars. You can't just blow the money, and you can't make it seem like it's going to last forever. There is no proof. There is nobody that can show you that it lasts forever. There's peaks and there's valleys.
Right.
When you at the peak of your career and it almost feel unreal, what they saying, like what, 200 million? Not 200, it was like 50 million, $100 million deal.
Mm-hmm.
Can't nobody take that money away from you, man.
Yeah.
That's a contract. They owe it. They're contractually obligated to give you that money. So when is enough enough? You're supposed to be like, boom. Hey, see, this what happened when you're under the mentorship of the white man. You over there Barstool Sports with that racist Dave Portnoy.
Oh shit.
Giving you $1 million worth of game, $1 million worth of day. Don't get these niggas nothing.
Let them starve.
Let them starve, nigga, and put the over on Caitlin Clark.
Oh shit.
Wallow was quiet because Wallow.
Yeah.
I think Wallow is more in line with. I mean, Wallow's proven it throughout his career that he's willing to give you some real game, put people in position.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know them brothers personally, so if Wallow is in the same mentality that Gil is, at least he ain't showing it. Because that's a crazy way to think. It's $1 million worth of game, but I won't give it to you.
Might well change the show name.
We got to change the name of the show.
Yeah.
Because tell them niggas, put the guns down, don't go to prison. That ain't $1 million worth of game. Niggas been saying that forever.
Yeah.
That's free game, actually, at this point.
Yeah.
At this point, anybody could tell you that. Shit, your mama was telling you that before you heard of Gillian Wallow.
Mm-hmm.
Put the guns down. It only, Jeff, Dale, or hell. Jail, death, or hell.
Mm-hmm.
These are the three options, right? We've been hearing that since we was 10, 12 years old.
Facts.
That ain't no game. So where's the $1 million worth of game coming now? Now the way that Joey put it out there, now that's $1 million worth of game.
Good game.
That's good game.
Mm-hmm.
I done cemented myself. They can't take it. There's a lack mentality, right? It's a lack mentality. This is why I hate the cookout so much. Oh, now a white person, you'll open that gate up for them. This ain't got nothing to do with Gilly. This is just a pure example. This is how a lot of old heads think. This is how a lot of niggas think in general.
Okay.
A white person can sing a song and do a dance and show a little rhythm. Mm-hmm. We'll open up the gate for them.
Floodgates
Get open.
Yeah.
We'll celebrate them right into a fucking bag. And then they'll call themselves the originator of it. You talk about, I'm not going to put in position for what, a podcast? Put them in what position? That's why there ain't no other niggas up there at Barstool Sports.
Well.
Because y'all are over there in the old system where it's only room for one nigga at a time. We seen that in Hollywood. When it was Eddie Murphy, it was Eddie Murphy. When it was Martin, it was Martin. When it was Will, it was Will. When it was Kevin Hart, it was Kevin Hart. We enter into a new guard of things where it's room for everybody. Bruh, it's room for everybody. Everybody can eat.
There's 8 billion people in the world.
Bro. And only niggas think it ain't enough room for everybody. Ain't enough money for everybody.
Hey.
You can't even write niggas. Gillian Wallow can't write no nigga the check that Barstool wrote them.
Not at all.
But it ain't enough money? If they can write the check for you, they can write the check for somebody else, especially somebody coming up under you. The issue is you done got the money. You're looking at the numbers. And you know that the show in and of itself is past its prime. Mm-hmm. Now, it's a staple like the Breakfast Club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be people that tune in because they like Gillen and Wallow. They like the dynamic. But Wallow, you know, first 4 years of the podcast, we can only hear so many prison stories.
Yeah.
So now we got to get into the real game part. Gilly had the shit, $1 million worth of game he was doing on Instagram that kind of blew him up because he didn't make it in the rap game. And they blew up. And they had their time, and they become a staple. You know, artists when they go on they roll out, and they doing their press tour, $1 million worth of game is a stop, bro. That's solid. Y'all are part of black media.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You can't leave room for nigga. I bought all this shit myself. Oh, we don't want to be on Barstool. We good. You don't got to worry about us, nigga. This is a gatekeeping, this lack mentality. This is why the young niggas don't feel like they can listen to the OGs, because you'll say something like that, loud and proud. He got the youth. He got the streets. I can't fuck with him in no type of way, so I got to block his blessing. I got to make sure I keep the gate closed so I can secure my position. How about this? After you sign the X amount of $1 million worth of billions of dollars worth of money, put the money up. Invest the money properly. Invest the money properly. Make sure that your kids gonna eat for the rest of your life, so you ain't gotta worry about that. If you can't do it with 50 million, you can't do it with 500. Cause how you do things in small, and how you do small things is how you do big things. We know that the overflow don't last forever. So while we in a state of overflow, we gotta put something up. Even the squirrels know the winter is coming, nigga. You telling young niggas, you more talented than me, you more gifted than me. No, this is the thing. This is the big hoorah. And this is the bubble that just burst in real time. Niggas realize they ain't getting $1 million worth of game out of y'all. That's what it really come down to. Now, we've been loud and proud supporters of Wallow. I've been loud. I haven't really seen, I think Gilly's funny. You know, he got the cultural context.
Right.
I used to like watching him when he was beefing with niggas on the DVDs and shit. Come on, man.
Yeah. But
Gilly, since when was it okay for Danielson to challenge Mr. Miyake? You took that shit and ran with it. Damn. You tried to block Cassidy shine in Philly.
Yeah.
Because he said he ain't know you. That's always been who he is, I guess.
Bye.
Oh, man, Gil, come on, cuz. That ain't it. That ain't it. It just ain't it. That ain't the way. We have to undo that way of thinking. That's a lack mentality. Because now you're making it seem like the abundance ain't abundant. Like, you the only one can get a $50 million check.
Right.
But if the next young nigga, what people ain't gonna stop listening just because somebody new came along. This is media. Charlemagne, perfect example. What did Charlemagne do? You can look at, fuck who he is as a person and whether you like him or dislike him, right? When Breakfast Club was on that syndicated shit and they was the biggest show in the country, he took that influence and power and built his own network, Black Effect. And what does he do with that? He puts other up-and-coming people in black media in positions to become the next Charlemagne. You understand, so to speak, as not necessarily recreating how he do media, but giving them opportunity to express themselves in media.
Absolutely.
Right? Not worried about them taking his position. He's Charlemagne the God. He know who he is. You Gilly the Kid. Gilly the King. Damn, you just gonna lift the moat up? You gonna draw the bridge back and let niggas fall into the moat? Cause you the king? Come on, cuz. That ain't the way to do shit. Now we gotta change the name of the show.
What we gonna change it to?
Maybe a little bit of game.
Just a little bit.
All a nigga really needs
is a little bit. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Change that bitch to, might not even give you no game. This is is an issue. You know what I'm saying? Is the gatekeeping mentality, right? Gatekeeping. But in order to become a gatekeeper yourself, somebody had to hand you the keys. So imagine if the person who put you in position spoke a good word for you. Imagine if the gatekeeper that came before you would have X'd you out. Or maybe you feel like ain't nobody put you in your position because niggas love to have this self-made mentality. Self-made.
He's a boss.
It's a boss.
Well, he's an employee.
I wasn't gonna say it because it was the
I know you was thinking it. I know. I'm gonna say it.
Barstool Sports.
Employee of
Barstool Sports.
$1 million worth of game.
$1 million worth of game. Man, shout out to y'all brothers, man. We hope y'all we want more success and more blessings to come to you so you don't feel like somebody coming to take it.
Correct.
But the fact that you think like that means somebody is coming to take that spot.
Yeah, he felt the pressure.
You under the pressure. You feeling the pressure.
They had a meeting.
Yeah, we gotta do something about them grits and eggs niggas.
Can't let them niggas take a spot,
You
son.
take it like spots, son. Now, guess what? It's too late, baby. It's too late, baby.
New world order. We putting a lot of cream in the streets.
Nah, man. We just over here doing our own thing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all love it. You know, people get... shout out to Joey, man, for standing on that. Let's talk about the importance of being a great character actor. There's a lot of character actors out there, right? Now, for people that don't know, the character actor may be the person that appears in the film that adds to the story.
Gotcha.
You know, we got our star and the journey that they're going through, right? But without the supporting cast, you know, we see this in Straw, okay? So the movie Straw. As good as Taraji did, she did it at such a level that besides the bank teller, everybody else was like, God damn, man. She's, leaps and bounds ahead of them as far as acting, right?
Yeah.
We could see the acting. We didn't get immersed or lost in the universe of what Tyler Perry was trying to create because there was one clear star there. And without character actors and without people who help build onto the blocks of this universe, we don't get lost in the story. We're not captivated by it. You need a good character actor, right? There's people that made careers off of character acting.
For sure.
Somebody like a Jeffrey Wright. Even though he has been lead in some films, think about him in The Manchurian Candidate. You know, think about him as Peoples Hernandez in Shaft. Think about his role in Westworld. He be smoking shit.
Okay.
But let's think even more about his role in Manchurian Candidate, where he really brought you into that universe. Like, damn, Denzel really done got into some shit now. Look at what they done did to this nigga, man. What was they doing to y'all on that island?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Think about, there's just a bunch of people that have made careers out of being great character actors, great supporting cast members. And they didn't show up and say, well, I should be the lead. They showed up and said, this is the role that I got. I'm going to play the fuck out this role.
Shit.
Big Ice Cup.
There you go.
The thing is that, you know, in order to be a great leader, you have to first learn how to be a great follower. You have to be able to follow direction. You have to be able to address the spots where you are a subordinate and be great at subordination, right? Because insubordination ain't gonna get you nowhere, right?
Right.
But so long as the goal is to be a leader, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have aspirations of leading anything, which is why they can't follow anything. So if you show up and your role is to be, you know, guy number 3, you can't just phone it in because it matters to the context of the movie. It makes the film. Once we see acting, it ruins the fantasy for us. It ruins the film. There's a lot of people that play their role in Sinners We all understood that Michael B. Jordan being the twins was a star, but let's talk about Delroy Lindo. Without Delta Slim, is that movie what it is? Without Mary, is the movie what it is? Without Annie, is the movie what it is? We need great character actors to play alongside the lead. And sometimes in your life, you're going to find yourself being a character actor. And how are you going to show up? Because if you can't be a great character actor, damn sure ain't going to be no good lead. And there's people who make careers off of just, hey, I'm on the books. You feel me? I'm showing up and I'm gonna be in support. I'm a part of the supporting cast. Somebody like Morgan Freeman has played great character acting roles throughout his career. And because everybody ain't gonna be Denzel. Some people just got that ick factor where, hey, they the star for life.
Right.
But the point of the film, a good film, is where you got to remind yourself you watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? Because great film really pulls you in like, God damn. Nigga, I am in a whole nother world right now. Everybody is acting their ass off to the point where they believe it, so you believe it.
Right.
Right? And this is the part where they missing on $1 million worth of game. You're not going to be the lead forever. You're going to have your season of leading. And sometimes you go back and you're going to be in the background. William Dafoe has done it. William Dafoe started out character actor, had his lead roles, went back into the character actor, but he maintained a career. He didn't take it for granted when he was in front, when he was in the spotlight. But you also have to understand, don't last forever. But with efficiency, consistency, good business practices, showing up, treating others properly, you're going to work forever. Gatekeeping and cutting people off at the knees, guess what? Be careful how you treat people on the way up. Because your day is coming when you on the way down and they on the way up. And they going to remember how you treated them. It's important, just in the game of life, to understand when you in your season of character acting. I done been there before. I done supported plenty of people and when the spotlight was on them. I ain't hate. I wasn't mad about it. I understood what I wanted for myself, and I understood that this isn't an opportunity to take, this is an opportunity to learn. You can learn a lot of things from watching other people and how they operate when the light is on them. And now that I'm in my season where the light on me, and trust me, I can feel it. It's only going to get brighter. It's important for me that the people that's outside this spotlight, that I can pull them into it anytime I need to. I can pull a big cat, New Music Monday. We got a little surprise. They don't even know. They don't even know what just happened with the New Music Monday. They don't know how I pulled my brother into that light. But you also have to understand that people are not going to use your brain to do their thinking. So there's an issue with the intelligence of having an ego, right? That ego of intelligence where you want people to use your brain to do their thinking. And we quick to call people what? Stupid when they don't think the way we think, right? Call people dumb and disregard their experiences and the things they've been through in life and things like that. And I'm guilty of it as well. Like, sometimes I just feel like nigga doing something stupid. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to use your brain to do their thinking, and we got to give people grace. But we also have to understand that it's okay to leave people to their own devices sometimes, right? You can explain it. You can use great analogies. You can give them a whole playbook, and they could throw the playbook away and just say, hey, I got my own plays written up already, and you got to be graceful enough to say, okay, you do that. But also, you got to be generous and kind enough in your heart and not say, I told you so, if they circle back saying you was right. Because they're not using your brain to do their thinking. And we falter a lot with that, because we see other people's potential and we know what we would do with their potential. Now they let us down when they don't follow the blueprint that we would have set up for them. Right?
Right.
And we do this a lot in relationships. Women do this a lot. They see a man, and because of the way that you think about things, because of the way that you would capitalize on certain talents or skills, because of the network you done built for yourself, because of the things, experiences you done had and things you done learned and gathered, the tools you done gathered throughout your life, it's like, oh, I know exactly what to do with his skill set. I know exactly what to do with his potential. And then you start living in a reality of a potential you projecting onto him because of your brain. Now you resent him when he don't use your brain to do his thinking. Or you resent him when you build him up and then he leave you. Building niggas. Build a nigga workshop and left you for a white bitch.
Kanye told y'all.
Yeah. Build a nigga workshop, left you for a red bone. Build a nigga workshop, left you for a Latino.
Oh.
Cause you want him to use your brain to do his thinking. You want your homegirl to use your brain to do her thinking. I done had plenty of niggas that I wish would just take my brain for a moment. But I gotta also understand the times when my brain wasn't giving me nothing to work with, man. Give me nothing but bad ideas. And we all been there and you grow past it. Your brain is yours. And it's got it locked and secured with your experiences, your memories, your knowledge, your information. Only you got that. Use your brain to maximize yourself and be thoughtful and mindful of others on your way up. You could pave the road for a motherfucker. You can't make them travel it. You could bring a horse to water. You can't make them drink. Mm-hmm. That's okay. Because guess what? The same way you led that horse to water, there was another horse close by watching. Oh, shit. Damn, all I had to do was follow them. Mm-hmm. This is where the water at. Somebody gonna want to drink that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. And they gonna give you the credit. But you gotta be patient. You gotta be kind. Sometimes the people you want it to happen for ain't gonna happen for them. But don't close the gate on them. Don't be fearful that they're gonna take your position. When a motherfucker tell you what they're going through, I had to shop at H&M.
My finances.
We
was in Bloomingdale's and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, it's so expensive. I gotta go back and shop at H&M. It's a monkey business right there. God damn it. Motherfucker tell you about their struggles. Bitch, I had to shop at H&M. I thought we was done with fast fashion. Look, man, that's so crazy. What motherfucker tell you? My lights was off. I
had to shop at H&M. I feel you.
Oh, girl.
I relate.
Oh, girl, let me tell you. I had to shop at H&M. Praise Jesus.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. They would have had to end the recording. Yeah. I would have boxed me some on ass out, bitch. I'm out here really trauma dumping.
I would have snatched that wig.
Yeah. This is a struggle Olympics. You're gonna bring up H&M. Bitch, I'm telling you, I couldn't afford to be in the mall.
I couldn't afford to get to the mall.
Real shit. There goes your mic.
Deontay strikes again.
5 time. I tell you, man, we have to do better as a community with our response to abundance, right? Mm-hmm. And understanding, Justin, come up here now. What if I was? Well, I want to be the one that, if anybody's going to start an organization, it's going to be me. I can't have Justin Ellis Brooks up here talking about how he's doing things for the kids in Inglewood. Mm. Fuck Justin Ellis Brooks. That sounds crazy as hell. Right. No, you got a platform. Okay, come use the platform. Mm-hmm. So we can get the money to these babies.
Right.
Oh, speaking of, UMOJA now.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
We 60% there, baby.
Oh, man.
All you got to do is give $1. Power of $1. Mm-hmm. We'll have some more details lined up next week. But I'll tell you, the power of $1. 65. I think it says 65% of the goal. 65 or 69 won.
That's dope.
Well, we over halfway there.
That's dope.
Thanks to your donations, and we appreciate your support. I'm doing what I can to support that brother. Y'all have done what y'all can, and every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. You know what I'm saying? We talk a lot about tithing and offering, right? Grandma used to be faithful about tithing and offering, but how can we, as a community, use 10% of our income to do some good? We don't got to give it to the pastor. You can give it right back to the community. Mm. What does that look like? You know what I'm saying? What does that look like? You need to find the organizations that are doing for the community. We giving you one right there. You made $100 this week, give $10 to the UMOJA now.
Yeah.
Help them babies. They're going to have their book bags. Mm-hmm. They're going to get good food, health and wellness centers. Get their mind right. You know what I'm saying? Kids out there, I think that we disregard a lot, too, is food insecurity.
Yeah.
And a lot of these kids ain't going to eat as well when school is out as they will when school is in because they dependent on their meal. Mm-hmm. And think about the effects that has on the mental health of a child. think about the inclination to just go ahead and jump out there and get in the street and say, fuck school.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because you see niggas eat. But I would say right now, just start with $1. Let's build that trust up. You ain't gonna miss that dollar, but they gonna benefit so greatly from it, right? Just one. We'll be right back after this commercial break. We back. All right, so conversation we was having last week. I saw a lot of people they wanted to talk about the class warfare. And they say, like, the real issue, the real warfare is class warfare. And I you know, these things work as a pyramid, right? But foundationally, they like to separate people in class, and they like to cast people to the lower caste based on race. And the first layer that has to be addressed is the racism issue, and specifically poor white racism, which is used as a veil for classism, right? The rich upper class white people, as racist as they may be, are going to give opportunities to black and brown people if it can make them money.
Right.
The racism aside, now you can't get into certain rooms, you might not be privy to certain conversations, you may be being used as a pawn, but they will pull you up if you can make them some money. And if you take on their mentality, which is more of a capitalistic thing, if you take on that serial capitalist exploitive mentality, that mentality of individualism, they'll welcome you on in. The black blue light does exist. Black blue light does exist. But let's talk about poor white racism and the veil that it creates for the class war as a shield for their egos and their inferiority complex. It's hard to be racist when you start to see things like a LeBron James, right? And that's just contextually in sports. But black people being great in every facet of it. Black people being great in academics as well, in engineering, all these black inventions that are actually propping up your home right now. You got to donate a lot of innovation that exists in this modern world to the mind of black people. Your Zoom call, your basic algorithm for the internet, the code itself. These come out of black minds. So it's hard to prop it up as racism and as black people being inferior to you when black people have done so many superior things to that of the average poor white. And the poor white only has their skin to hang on to. They don't have the accomplishments to hang on to. They haven't really been, this is why they like to say shit like, what white privilege? Like, I'm poor, my family on drugs, we'll be going to prison, just like, you know, and they like to liken it to the struggle of black people while having no context or any resemblance of that same struggle, and actually perpetuate that violence and racism against those people who they say they have no privilege over. And it's just an inferiority complex. And we want to make class the bigger issue because it is a big issue, but it's like a pyramid scheme. And it serves as a need to ignore how vile and ultimately evil racism is and has been for the Black American and other groups of people of color throughout this country and people throughout the diaspora. Colonization in and of itself is just vile and evil. When we talk about the cannibalism, you know, just getting down to the point of eating a person, we talking crazy. We talk about the Trail of Tears, infecting blankets with like all these different diseases that these people carry, and passed off to give people smallpox by the thousands. You understand what I'm saying? The disgusting nature of race may be the reason why people want to hurry up and skip past it. Because if you really examine the evil that people have done and what's been permissible due to their racism and due to their, you know, rationalization of it, right? They try to rationalize it academically. They try to prove scientifically that black people are inferior yet and subhuman, so we can do these things to them. You know, but this is how you get your advances in gynecology. This is how you get your advances, in some cases, in sociology. You used to be seen as crazy for not wanting to be on the plantation. So they rationalize these things as a way to carry out evil and to justify their position and power in this country, right? So as we get, post-industrial revolution, Reconstruction, black people coming up with all these inventions, black people gaining capital for themselves, black people building communities for themselves, and those communities constantly being destroyed out of pure envy. This doesn't match up with the narrative. These people are subhuman. How are they gaining capital? How are they building towns? How are they reading books? They're supposed to be subhuman. They're supposed to be inferior. How are they building? How are they surpassing me? Then we get to the technological age, right? Black people blowing up on all these different places. And it's the racism that will keep a black person that is a creator from reaching the same amount of financial heights that some mundane and mediocre white creators do. White creators get on there, talk about nothing. All they got to do is be conventionally attractive by the European standard. They throw millions of dollars at them. Black creators put a lot of time, creativity, nuance, complexity into their content just for a fraction of it. And then when we go back to situations where we talk about gatekeeping, the people that could give the opportunities don't, out of fear of losing their position. Because these people are younger, more in touch with the culture, more in tune with the pulse of the streets and the youth, and bringing skill sets that these older people don't have and don't know how to have because they didn't grow up with the same technology. They fear themselves being replaced. And the reality is, unless you're just going to be a relic, everything gets replaced. And you should allow people to replace you with grace. But that poor white racism, right? It's insidious. It's infected the brain. And it's also an indicator of poor socialization and uneducated thinking, especially when it's internalized. How many black people are walking around with the minds of a poor white man, hating themselves and rationalizing others' hate towards us? Rationalizing, state violence against us, hanging out with you, recreating things like George Floyd's death. You ever seen that? You see what I'm saying? Doing shit like that. How much more insidious is it when it's internalized? And you try to justify it. There's a dude on the internet right now on TikTok, just terrible head of hair. Black dude, terrible head of hair. The most discriminated man in this country by far is the white man. This is a black boy. Said this with his full chest. It gets a little vile when it's internalized. So this is a fight that black people are up against too. Not only are we up a fight against the class issue and the race issue, but then the internalized anti-blackness that we deal with from our own community. We could when we stumble upon new information outside of our community, we take it and we run with it. Somebody makes a point that sparks your interest outside of your community, you want to hear what everything else they got to say. Somebody within your community say something that you agree with, sparks your interest, you waiting on them to say the wrong thing. You waiting on their downfall. So even if we don't get to ascend to a point where we meet the gatekeepers, hell, y'all gatekeep. We gatekeep ourselves all the time. As Jay-Z said, crabs in a barrel mentality, right? They can tell you the crabs don't belong in the barrel. We got to address the barrel. Why are we even in here?
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I in a barrel?
Yeah.
They're preparing me for the air fryer. I understand the anger that comes along with this knowledge, right? The anger. When you go back and you study that history and you see how vile some of their actions were against us, how disgusting some of those actions are, it can make you hate white people. This is why we don't like watching all that trauma porn, all them slave movies, because that shit had you mad at white folks. But the reality is, you need to know what was done. You need to know the mentalities that are out there against you. Go watch a movie like The Order. The Order will show you, like, in these places unseen, in these places like Utah, Idaho, Southern Oregon, things like that, like, these people really exist in pockets of, like, white supremacy, Aryan nations, Nazis. these people really exist in pockets, and they hate you in your existence. And they wage, they gain a lot of capital and are able to put people in positions of power in politics through lobbying and support, right? Mm-hmm. So, yes, the class issue is something we have to address. We have to understand that, like, the reason why they don't want solidarity between people of color, the reason why there is a push and an agenda to create a narrative about the Black American so everybody stays away from us, so everybody looks at us as something to look down upon. You know, if we want to put it on two sides of this coin and the black side is here and the white side is here, there is always a push to assimilate to that white side through capitalism, through anti-blackness and things like that. But the race issue is where it starts, because the race issue is how you internalize anti-blackness. The racism is how you buy into stereotypes about Black people that haven't been proved to you right. Also, you go set up shop in the worst of the worst, the most poor and the most uneducated Black people. You go set up shop up there. Yeah, you will have confirmation bias of those stereotypes, because that's what they hope to that's what they hope to assimilate. That's like the entry point to assimilate into whiteness. Well, I don't want to be like these niggas. And ignore all historical context, ignore the war on drugs, ignore redlining, ignore Jim Crow, and go back to the root and ignore slavery and its effects, its very present day effects. You ignore all those things so you can assimilate into whiteness, because assimilating into whiteness is assimilating into the upper class. And the class issue is a big issue, and the class issue is the bigger war, because by perpetuating racism, we stop people from thinking about class, and they don't see themselves as equal to each other when we are. Shout out to the garbage men and the union out there in Philadelphia that is on strike, trying to get their wages. We should support that. Yeah, it's a little uncomfortable. It stank a little bit. But these people, but do it without them. Can you do it without them? What does your yard look like? Even if you live in the suburbs, what does it look like outside your house if they don't come for a month? They deserve a good wage. And they asking, look, $100,000 ain't crazy in today's economy, because it really rounds out to about 65, 75 after taxes. And once adjusted for inflation, it might be a little less than that. So as a people of working class, we have to support each other in all of our efforts. We have to understand that, like, even with these ICE raids and things like that, how it's going to affect the Haitian American, and it already is. How it's going to affect the everyday Black American if you get mistaken for being an immigrant. And birthright citizenship don't mean shit. So fuck your birth certificate. But if we can't see beyond, like, everybody wants to move on to the class issue, y'all not looking beyond race. So it's a class issue. And then if we get the class issue figured out, you can't figure out the class issue without solving the race issue. Because there ain't no solidarity that can contain anti-blackness. There ain't no solidarity that can contain homophobia or transphobia. There ain't no solidarity that contains misogyny or misogynoir. It just don't exist. And all of these different obstacles that they put up in this working class to keep us divided is how they are so able to be successful in the class war. They keep us fighting each other over menial things and over things of identity. And if we keep fighting over our identity, then we won't really see how we're identified in the bigger picture, which is as the working class, the lower 99%. People that make everything happen. That day to day. You remember when niggas was essential workers? I was driving trucks. COVID ain't stopped me. I was going state to state still. If it's essential in the time of need, when the country got to shut down, then it's essential every day of the week. And we have to be able to put ourselves in a position where we respect everyone, no matter what their occupation is. Billionaire worship has to be out the window. Because what are they doing for you? Creating big, beautiful bills. That's what you get out of billionaire worship. And that's what you get from poor white racism. People that support it just because the faces of those billionaires are white. Because if it was Jay-Z and Oprah presenting that big, beautiful bill, they'd have executed them niggas. So even when we come up to the issue of class and racism being a proxy war for the ultimate war, which is class warfare, and that's how the top 1% of 1% thrive, because you can't get past the identity of a person, because you can't get out your own way about how it affects your identity and who you are. You've been sold a lie. You've been sold a fallacy of white supremacy. But in action, it's white inferiority. The rich gonna keep getting richer. And your ass gonna be so poor, you're gonna have to live in virtual reality. Shit gonna look like Black Mirror. Black Mirror. You're gonna be like Daniel Kaluuya on that bike, eating that apple. So make cool in the building. We're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna get into this advice.
Ow.
We back. Advice for a creative trying to stay creative. Good afternoon, Mr. Kyle. Hope all is well. I just wanted to reach out and tell you how much I love your content and what you've been doing for the community and the culture. You, along with others in your space, have helped me tremendously with figuring out who I am and what I want to stand for and how I want to navigate and aid my community. I recently graduated with a BFA. Just sit down, cool. You trying to sneak past the camera, nigga, just gonna get past it. Nigga trying to creep his way past the goddamn camera.
I wasn't trying to make no noise, man.
We already said you was in the building, baby. You look good, man. You look good. I recently graduated with a BFA in Fine Arts, majoring in advertising. I am pursuing a career as an art director, hopefully in the near future. I've been creative my whole life, and listening to you has kind of helped me find some inspiration to create more. My question to you is, how do you stay creative and motivated when everything feels like everything is against you? I know life after college has its ups and downs, but it's still a bit disheartening. The job market sucks. Thanks again for just spreading positivity and trying to help us look at things in our community a little differently. I always recommend y'all to everyone I talk to whenever I have the opportunity to. Also wanted to send you some artwork I created for you and Big Cat. Tried to do it on IG, but can't send photos through DMs, which is understandable. Just want to show my appreciation for what you do. And I know that you already have someone who does all your art and graphics. I don't want to step on anyone's toes or be disrespectful. She does an amazing job. But if you ever need any artwork done or posters made for any events you'll be doing, I'd be happy to help. Y'all have a blessed day. This artwork is dope, too. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. The thing is that if you're creative, you're gonna stay creative. The world punishes creativity because they need us rigid. They need us robotic. You know what I'm saying? Jobs got to get done. We was just talking about it. They need you to remain working class. Creativity expands past just working. Creativity is the art of creating. The only creation that this country likes to praise is the creation of jobs. You know what I'm saying? This will create, we're going to put a toxic chemical plant right next to this black neighborhood. It's going to create 1,000 jobs. Yeah, and all 1,000 of them niggas going to have cancer by 35. But we're creating jobs. We're also creating entryway into the big pharma. You know what I'm saying? If you're creative, you're going to stay creative. I think more than anything, your will to be a creative has to be greater than their will to make you working class or just make you a worker bee. If it ain't in your heart, bro, there's plenty of people out here who are cool with what they do. They happy with what they do. And more power to them. We need people like that. It's something for everybody. But if it's in your heart to be a creative, just create. And create from a space of just pure creation. And purely just what's in your mind, putting it out into the physical. Because that shit is really magic. And eventually, the way that these things work is this doors open up for you. Opportunities open up. Being an art director those like fine art skills, vocational skills are very important to like preserving culture and preserving the arts, which is very needed for any functional society. And as they try to do away with those things, we need more people that's going to get a fine arts degree and go further, because those are the people that preserve art and culture. If these people had it their way, they would do away with all relics of the past unless it serves whatever their agenda is presently. So just keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate the art. The art looks great. Trifecta advice. Oh, shit. Dear Deontay, Big Ice Cup. My name is Blank. I'm 27 years old, originally from Mobile, Alabama. Oh, shit. We back. Oh, we got a Mobile legend in the building. Self-made cool. Oh, shit, my bad, cuz.
Muted over here.
Nah, the music, he was over there rummaging.
Yeah. I went through shit.
That shit was in my ear loud as shit. We got Self-Made Cool in the building. Shout out Self-Made Cool from Mobile, Alabama. But I've lived in Gwinnett most of my life. I have a deep love for film, but I haven't had the resources or connection to bring my visions and ideas to life. I've written script, outlined concepts, created bits and pieces of my ideas, but I'm unsure where to start. Do you have any advice on someone like me can begin building a path in film? Okay, I'll pause that. I'm telling you right now, in order to go big, you got to start small. She has more, right? But we're just going to address that. In order to go big, you got to start small. You got a cell phone. Now, you've seen people like this. How many content creators that came up off of Vine, off of Instagram, off of TikTok, just creating like in a real way, acting every part out? Look at Joshua Neal. And condolences to Joshua Neal and his family. He just lost his mother. But look at someone like Joshua Neal, who was creating his own content on TikTok and then just starting a movie with Keke Palmer and SZA, directed by Issa Rae. You have to do the work. You know what I'm saying? You want the big budget stuff, you got to start small budget. Tyler Perry, for example. Low budget plays. Just start out with plays. Where you can see the microphone on his forehead. But it was about getting it out. And after a while, all the imperfections fade away and people just focus on the plot and the story. People focus on the characters. But if you're not willing to do it in small bits, then you're not going to get an opportunity to do the big one. You got to put out the small bits. You got to put it out low budget. Just put it out. Write a 3-minute script. That way, every platform will allow you up to 3 minutes. Anything on Instagram over 3 minutes, they won't share to a new audience. TikTok, you can go as long as you want. YouTube, shorts, 3 minutes. YouTube videos, you can make a 24-hour film if you want to. It'll live on there. It'll take forever to render and upload. But you can put it out there. But if you're not willing to start small, write a 3-minute script. Get the ideas out there. These small ideas become big concepts. Okay? So my advice is start putting out 3-minute films, 3-minute short films on Instagram, on TikTok. And look at the reaction. And understand that these small bits are laying stones to the path that you're trying to see yourself go down. But if you don't do it in small bits, you're not going to get the big opportunity. You got to work. You can have a vision all you want, but if you ain't doing nothing but dreaming about it, it's going to stay a dream. Got to chip away at that motherfucker. Also, I wanted to add something a little bit more personal. I have a complicated relationship with my father. I love and care about him, but I don't fuck with him as a person. He's been emotionally absent, denies one of his own kids, treats women terribly, including those who genuinely care about him. It's confusing because he says he loved me, but his action shows a deep disrespect for women. Can someone really love their daughter while harboring such toxic views towards women in general? No. Because his daughter doesn't become an exception. You can love your daughter until she becomes a woman, and you hate women. Until she becomes a woman. Yeah. Come women's.
Come women's.
When they become women's, and you hate women's. Yeah.
These women folks.
These women folk.
Yeah.
Goddamn concubines and harlots. The thing is you take him for what you already know who he is. And as much as you want to preserve, you are his responsibility, not the other way around. And oftentimes the parent, especially a toxic parent, will put the responsibility of maintaining the relationship off onto the child. It's not the child's responsibility to maintain a relationship. That is the whole of the responsibility of the parent. If your child cuts you off, you're a shit parent. You don't never hear great parents talk about getting cut off. You ain't never heard it. And the responsibility lies on the person who created it. All right? So, as bad as humans are, gotta blame God.
You know what? You know what?
Just for some perspective, that's all. What if God was one of us?
Just a slob like
One of us. Doom, 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 doom. Lastly, damn.
It's more.
All right, we're gonna wrap this shit up right here. We can get us some of these voicemails too. Lastly, my sister makes really good music, but she lacks the resources like me, connections to put forth. I love to support her journey. I send over some of her work. Please keep in mind it's very low budget. Just us doing what we can with what we have. All right, well, we can play this shit on New Music Monday. And she said one of her film. P.S. Please don't say my name. We don't do that over here, sister. We'll check some of the music I played on New Music Monday. All right, Big K, you ready for some of these voicemails?
Let's do it, baby.
Hey, Deontay. Hey, Big Ice Cupcake. I just wanted to say congratulations on your guys' success. The best the best podcast in the world. I'm waking up early. I'm a night shift nurse, so y'all just give me some grace. Don't clown me too bad. But I've got the last episode, and I've seen where y'all were talking about, the millennials and how we're in this idea of individualism versus community. And I just wanted to expand more on it and ask y'all advice on this issue I've had with my cousin. So growing up, me and my cousin, it's always been something there, but I've never really understood what it was. And so recently she came out to Dallas. We celebrated her birthday, but she brought a friend with her. Long story short, this friend was making threats behind my back. She was saying stuff, and I could kind of feel the energy was off. And so with that, I just cut my cousin off, like no contact. I was just like, there's no mending that. Like, I've been going through this shit since we were kids with her. And I'm okay with never speaking to her again. I was like, because once you have somebody making threats over nothing, like I didn't say anything to this girl. We didn't have any issues. I welcomed them. We had a good time. Hell, I booked and paid for everything so that everybody can have a good time. But once we started making threats about taking me away from my kids over some dumb shit, like I was just like, yeah, I'm not with it. So my question is, do I continue on the no contact with my cousin, because I think she does want to make amends, knowing that she'll probably always have this like jealousy or this, indifference towards me, and get that community and just deal with it? Or do I keep the no contact going? Because I'm one of those people, like, if it's fuck me, it's fuck you twice. It's hard. So, yeah, again, congratulations on the success. Best podcast in the world. Big Ice Cup. Deontay, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, and love y'all. All right, bye.
We love you too, sis.
Fuck them.
Yeah, real shit, though. Okay, so I think that there's a misconception about what I was saying last week. Because I was saying that, like, there is an overcorrection with just cutting your folks off. But I was talking about in instances of just, like, pure just disagreement and things that can be hashed out. When we're talking about, like, pure toxic shit, we talking about, like, envy and somebody, like, they showing you that they hate you. No, fuck that. Fuck that. You got to keep people like that out your life. They're going to hinder your progress.
Facts.
Even and I'm saying that it goes for everybody. Even when it come down to your parents, if your parents, due to their toxicity, are hindering your progress in life, are shooting down your dreams, if your parents are haters, you got to get them about your life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying preserve shit. I ain't the nigga that's gonna say, well, at the end of the day, it's family. No, sometimes it's fuck family. Real shit. Sometimes it just got to be fuck family, because familiarity breeds contempt. And sometimes them niggas be very contemptuous, very hateful, very envious of who you are. the reason why I said it in tandem with building online communities is because when you get into building these online communities, but you have cut off all the community that you have in your reality and your real walk in life, you're going to need a place to replace that, so you're not living in an echo chamber of individualism. So if you find a place where you have to disconnect with a cousin, disconnect with a sibling, disconnect with a parent, you're going to have to find a space of recreating those relationship dynamics in your real life that can't just exist online. You know, we need mentorship. We need people we can call for sage advice, and not just chat rooms or discords where we could trauma dump on people. We need people that we can actually reach out and touch. And sometimes the relationships you build with your friends are stronger than the bonds you have with even your own siblings. Okay? So, yeah, somebody like that, toxic, making threats, talking about taking care of taking your kids away, fuck her. Mm. Fuck them. All right, let's get one more and then we can get up out of here. Y'all was sending these 4 and 5 minute shits, man. Telling you, man, I ain't gonna listen to it. Goddamn, figure out what you want to say and say it and wrap it the fuck up.
Sum it up.
Sum that shit up.
Minute and 30.
Man, we need a minute. We need a hot 90 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I look at 2 minutes as the max.
Yeah.
Mr. Deontay Cayo, oh my gosh, and Big Ice Cup, ready to knock a nigga out whenever it's available. Okay, I love that for y'all. I just wanted to call in because I think y'all are so dope. I love what you guys are doing, and I love the perspective. I love that y'all root for black women and for black men, and you're really pumping out the knowledge for real. I just wanted to speak on something that really resonated with me. You had mentioned about coming to terms with the fact that you were going to have to be okay with being a truck driver, right? And once you came to that realization and you were okay with that, things started to happen for you. Doors started to open for you. And that really resonated with me because I, too, went through that experience. I'm a singer, so I'm always doing stuff. I'm always trying to do stuff, at least. And nothing was really panning out for me. And I feel like when I finally accepted, like, maybe this just isn't for me. Maybe I need to focus on something else or just focus on what I can focus on at the moment. That's literally, when I sat in that, that's literally when things started to shift for me. And I just really want to bring that to a lot of people's attention, like, you're really out here speaking truth. Like, really allowing black people a safe space to really process their emotions, maybe process things that they don't understand. It's just a very dope experience. I tell everybody about y'all because it's so enlightening. Like, and not only that, y'all are recognizable to the culture, so people listen. And I think that's what the dopest thing about it is. So I just wanted to submit and shout out love to y'all, because I think y'all are amazing human beings, and more success and more bookings, booked and busy. You hear me? Okay? I just love that for y'all. I really do. And love and light to all y'all's families, and peace and blessings.
Thank you, sister. If you in Philadelphia right now,
that's how we ending the show.
If you in Philadelphia right now, go to the Barstool Sports studio and take away all the mics and bring them down here to North Georgia where we give niggas real $1 million worth of game, nigga. Nah, thank you, sis. This is the thing. Submitting is not easy, right? But, you know, like they say, like, you know, you got to be appreciative of what you got before you get more. You got to show God you can do. This is what we just talked about. Mm-hmm. We just talked about it. If you're not going to do it in small instances, if you're waiting on the big budget film to come just present itself to you. Mm-mm. Oh, Lionsgate, the Weinstein brothers, they just, I heard you was a great filmmaker. Here, let's give you $50 million. No. You got to take the talents and you got to take the things that you got and work with what you got. You hate your job, but sometimes you got to submit. This is where I'm at. Mm-hmm. This is where I'm at. If you're not going to show gratitude for what you already got, why would I give you more? I don't, my kids, they know how I get down. My son was in that bitch in a bed. I could have been bought a nigga a new bed a year ago. But I told him when I bought his new bed, I said, if you break this motherfucker like you broke the last one, you're going to be sleeping on the floor. Guess what he did for a year? Slept on that goddamn floor. You think that new bed broke? Absolutely not. Because if you're not going to take care of what you got, if you're just running through shit like it don't mean nothing, like it don't have no value, and you're treating the things that you got like they worthless, then what you going to do when I give you a lot? I give you $10,000 and you blow it in a day. I'm damn sure not giving you $1 million. I mean, goddamn. You finna make some folks rich around this bitch. Not even yourself. Teach a man to fish. But the thing is, sometimes, if a motherfucker teach you how to fish, then you want them to buy the rods for you too. You want them to go find bait. No, you gotta have some initiative. Motherfucker done taught you how to fish. It's up to you to go get the rods. It's up to you to understand what bait go for what fish. You just gonna sit here and complain like, damn, motherfucker taught me how to fish. He ain't give me no fishing rod. Like, damn, he taught you the most important skill, how to catch the motherfucker. You can feed yourself. Damn, you want motherfucker to feed you too? Yeah. It's about how you do when you got a little. Then you could be trusted with a lot. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you reaching out. What you do when you in the shadows determine how you gonna act when you get in that light. Like they say, money don't change you. It just make you more of what you already is. Hope that money don't change you. That Gunna used to have some little shit, didn't he? Gunna talking about he want an AI artist. Gunna, quit while you ahead, all right? We let you slide with the snitching allegations, all right? Because we know that wasn't technically snitching. That was the Alfred plea. Niggas don't know about the law because y'all ain't real criminals.
Right.
Huh? You don't know about that nolo contendere. Nigga like me don't know. Played a couple of no-los. What you talking about? I ain't guilty. I ain't not guilty.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm just in the middle.
I'm in the middle of it.
Hopefully I can get myself off this shit. You don't know nothing about no low contendere, so now you just gonna call everything snitching because your whole identity and everything you know about the streets comes from that cell phone, nigga. So you don't know about the Alfred plea, and that man really didn't snitch on nobody.
Nah.
But stop that AI shit. Stop. For we AI you, nigga. You don't think I can make fuck you mean with the chat GPT? Huh? It's been episode 73. We got the brother Self-Made Cool in the building. Say what's up to the people, Self-Made Cool. What's happening?
Oh my God.
This cool. Fucking rappers, bro.
God.
I'm so sick of rappers.
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's good?
I'm finna do my new music Monday.
Yeah.
Cause I got videos and new music coming. I got music coming.
Yeah.
Sample tape. Ladies love cool. I'm from Mobile, Alabama.
I got braids to the back like Jim Jones.
Yeah. Cold sweats from bad dreams, nightmares. I hope the fans don't grab the tank like yours. Got the Jimmys in the motherfucker.
To my bang, 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 to my hula gang,
Gang, when they roll the new things and the shooters go bang. What they call? They call me Ricochet Rabbit because I cricket spray Maddox in my cricket start savage. This that 9-double-line triple. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you're scared, get your gun.
Get your gun.
Let's have fun.
Let's have fun.
Jimmy Jones, nigga, you should know.
Yeah.
It's you.
I said it's you. All right, let's wrap it up, son.
If it's crime, let's have fun. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. This is episode 73. All right, let's cancel New Music Monday for Self-Made Cool since you want to talk shit. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I just had to show you what the power is, nigga. Get this nigga up out of here. What career? It's $1 million worth of game. I ain't giving that nigga shit. You heard Gilly?
Yeah.
I can't let a nigga take my position.
Nah, I can't take my spot.
Can't let you take my spot. This has been episode 73. I am your host, Deontay Cobb. Who's behind the camera?
The coolest co-host in the world, Big Ice Cub Cat.
What did I miss?